These creatures weren't just animals, they were game changers. They rewrote the rules of survival. And the night, it wasn't just their playground, it was their kingdom. You need to hear this story. In the Cretaceous, the night belonged to cold-blooded reptiles. But then, a group of small, agile theropod dinosaurs flipped everything on its head. And I mean everything. These warm-blooded, feathered predators, like early dromaeosaurs, evolved to dominate nocturnal niches, outcompeting many cold-blooded species. Imagine a world where darkness was once a refuge for cold-blooded reptiles like lizards, snakes, and crocodiles, who ruled the day and retreated at night. But then, these small, warm-blooded mammals emerged. They didn't just survive the night. They thrived, becoming increasingly active and diverse in the cooler, quieter hours. Here's the deal. Mammals like us are warm-blooded. Our bodies maintain a steady internal temperature, no matter the weather. But this wasn't always the case. In the age of dinosaurs, mammals were tiny, mouse-sized creatures living in the shadows. But something changed, and it's incredible. Around 200 million years ago, mammals began to evolve adaptations that allowed them to be active during both day and night, outpacing the primarily diurnal reptilian competitors of the time. This shift enabled mammals to diversify and thrive, eventually leading to the wide variety of mammals we see today. So let's rewind. In the Cretaceous, dinosaurs ruled the day. They were massive, powerful, and generally considered to have had metabolisms intermediate between cold-blooded and warm-blooded. Their activity levels might have dropped during cooler parts of the day. But mammals, they were different. They had fur, they produced milk for their young, and they were small. They lived in tight, cozy burrows, waiting for the sun to go down. This nocturnal lifestyle gave mammals a competitive edge, allowing them to thrive and diversify in the shadow of the dinosaurs. But here's the twist. Mammals didn't just survive the night, they evolved to thrive in it. They developed keen senses, exceptional hearing, and sharp teeth. This adaptation allowed them to exploit the nocturnal niche, avoiding competition with the dominant diurnal reptiles. How did they accomplish this? The secret was their warm-bloodedness. While many dinosaurs were cold-blooded and reliant on external heat sources like the sun, early mammals and birds could remain active and alert regardless of the ambient temperature. They hunted, foraged, and explored during the cooler, quieter hours when many other animals were less active. This nocturnal lifestyle gave them a significant advantage. Think about it. Nighttime predators could ambush prey, sneak into nests, and steal food, giving them a significant advantage. And the cold-blooded. They were often defenseless during the night. The mammals were the first to exploit this opportunity, becoming nocturnal and flourishing in the absence of competition from diurnal predators. They didn't just survive, they thrived. Now picture this, it's midnight. The forest is silent. Suddenly, a tiny, furry creature scurries out of its burrow. Its eyes, adapted to low light, scan the area. Its nose picks up the scent of prey. It's hunting. And it's relentless. This nocturnal predator, with its warm-blooded metabolism, can hunt efficiently in the dark, a trait that gave its lineage an evolutionary edge over the cold-blooded reptiles that dominated the daytime. This is how mammals took over the night. They evolved to become the first nocturnal hunters. Large ears allowed them to detect rustling leaves, sharp claws aided in catching insects, and long whiskers helped them navigate the darkness. They became the unseen predators, the silent hunters, thriving in the absence of many large reptilian competitors during the early Cenozoic era. But it wasn't just about hunting. Mammals also became the caretakers of the night. They fed their young, nursed them, and protected them, giving rise to a whole new nocturnal lifestyle. Nocturnal living wasn't just about survival, it was about thriving. So, how did this revolution start? It began millions of years ago, when a small theropod dinosaur lineage discovered the secret of endothermy. They evolved to maintain their body heat, even in the coldest night. They didn't just hibernate or hide, they adapted. And once they did, the floodgates opened, leading to the evolution of modern birds and mammals. Mammals started to diversify, developing new traits to exploit nocturnal niches. Some became burrowers, some climbers, and some swimmers. As mammals flourished, they outcompeted other nocturnal vertebrates, but did not directly compete with the dominant dinosaurs, which continued to thrive during the day. The night was theirs, and they knew it. They were the first to crack the code of nocturnal living, becoming more adaptable and ready to seize the day and night. They proved that size isn't everything. It's about being relentless and opportunistic. Now here's the kicker. This revolution didn't just change the night, it changed the future. It set the stage for the age of mammals, which was born from this tiny shift in nighttime behavior. And it all started with those little furry creatures taking control of the night. So the next time you see a mouse or a bat, think about it. They're the descendants of that first wave of nocturnal pioneers. They're the ones who showed the world that the night can be conquered. And they did it without ever breaking a sweat, thanks to their warm-blooded metabolism. This is a world shaped by tenacious, warm-blooded creatures. They proved that being small can mean being powerful, and that warm-bloodedness is key to survival, especially in the dark. Think about that. The night belongs to the mammals. They took it, and they never looked back. And that's how the warm-blooded revolution changed everything. The night, the future, it's all theirs, marking a dramatic shift in ecological dominance and setting the stage for the diverse mammalian world we see today. Now let's zoom in. Picture a tiny mammal, its fur bristling in the cold. Its eyes scan the dark, its ears twitching. It's ready. It's ready to take on the night, and it did, as mammals evolved nocturnal habits to avoid daytime predators like the formidable dinosaurs, thriving in the shadows for millions of years. That's the story of how the night became the mammal's domain. It's a tale of adaptability, survival, and tenacity. It's a story that reshaped history, beginning in the shadows of the night. So the next time you look up at the stars, think about the tiny mammals who once looked up at the same sky, ready to take on the world. They were the ones who showed us that the night can be conquered. And they did it with warm blood, courage, and a relentless drive to thrive, outcompeting the night's former rulers and reshaping the ecosystem. Think about that. The night belongs to the mammals. They seized it, and they never looked back. And that's how the warm-blooded revolution changed everything. The night, the future, it's all theirs. So you see, the night isn't just dark. It's full of possibilities. And the mammals are the ones who showed us how to seize them. They demonstrated that warm-bloodedness allows for active, nocturnal lifestyles, thriving in the absence of the dinosaurs that dominated the day. This shift marked the beginning of a new era where mammals could evolve and diversify, laying the foundation for their future dominance. And it all started in the dark. Think about that. The night belongs to the mammals. They claimed it, and they never looked back. And that's how the warm-blooded revolution changed everything. The night, the future, it's all theirs. Now let's zoom in. Picture a tiny mammal, its fur bristling in the cold. Its eyes scan the dark, its ears twitch. It's ready. It's ready to take on the night, a time when it faces little competition from the sprawling reptilian megafauna of the day. And it did, evolving to thrive in the nocturnal niche, abandoned by the cold-blooded behemoths that dominated the daytime landscape. That's the story of how the night became the mammal's domain. It's a tale of adaptability, survival, and tenacity. It's a story that dramatically reshaped the course of evolutionary history. And it all began in the shadows. So the next time you look up at the stars, think about the tiny mammals who once looked up at the same sky, ready to take on the world. They were the ones who showed us that the night can be conquered. And they did it with warmth, with courage, and with a relentless drive to thrive, evolving warm-bloodedness and nocturnality long after the dinosaurs reigned during the Mesozoic. Think about that. The night belongs to the mammals. They took it, and they never looked back. And that's how the warm-blooded revolution changed everything. The night, the future, it's all theirs. Imagine the night sky as a turning point in history. Cold-blooded creatures once ruled it, their bodies powered by the sun's warmth during the day. But the mammals, they were the guerrilla fighters, the rebels, thriving in the cooler night hours and outcompeting the diurnal reptiles. These early mammals were the size of rats, scurrying in the shadows. Warm-blooded, they maintained a constant body temperature, giving them a unique advantage. Unlike cold-blooded creatures tied to diurnal activity, these mammals could be active 24/7. Their bodies functioned like tiny furnaces, burning calories to stay warm, allowing them to thrive in the dark. But it wasn't just about staying warm. These mammals had big brains relative to their body size, allowing them to think, plan, and strategize. They learned to avoid predators and discover new food sources, becoming crafty, quick, and adaptable. Picture a scenario: a cold night, the sky full of stars. A feathered dinosaur like Sinosauropteryx slumbers in the underbrush, its body temperature dropping. Meanwhile, a tiny mammal scurries around, its body temperature steady. It's on high alert, its senses heightened. It knows exactly where to find the best hiding spots and the safest food. Over time, these mammals evolved specialized features. They developed fur to insulate their bodies. Their ears and eyes became more acute, allowing them to detect the slightest sound or movement. They also evolved a heightened sense of smell capable of detecting scents from great distances. And then something incredible happened. Bats, with their thin wings and echolocation, evolved to become the ultimate night predators. They could navigate through the dark skies, hunting insects on the wing. This was a game changer, shifting the focus from ground conquest to aerial dominance. But it wasn't just bats. Other mammals started to adapt as well. Moles, with their strong claws and keen sense of touch, burrowed deep underground. They could find food and shelter in places that were inaccessible to their cold-blooded counterparts, like reptiles. Hedgehogs, with their spiky armor, could defend themselves against predators while foraging, ensuring their survival in diverse environments. These adaptations didn't happen overnight. It took millions of years of evolution for theropod dinosaurs to become increasingly warm-blooded and active at night. This shift gave them a competitive edge, allowing them to outcompete and eventually outlive their cold-blooded counterparts. By the end of the Cretaceous, they had thrived in a world they could now call their own. So, next time you see a bat flitting around at dusk, think about the journey it represents. Think about how that bat's ancestors once scurried in the shadows, learning to survive and thrive in the absence of dinosaurs that dominated the daytime. That's the story of the warm-blooded revolution. It's the story of how mammals conquered the night and changed the course of life on Earth, flourishing in niches left vacant by the extinction of the non-avian dinosaurs. Think about that. Every time you look up at the stars, remember the tiny mammals that once did the same, ready to take on the night. They showed us that the night can be conquered, and they did it with warm-blooded metabolism, courage, and a relentless drive to thrive. Tomorrow on the Extinction Files, the saber-tooth that evolution invented again and again.